Some trucks looked so strange that people laughed the first time they rolled onto the highway. Cab-over designs with drivers sitting over the front axle, trucks powered by turbines, engines mounted in unexpected places, and giant machines that seemed impossible to drive, all of them looked like engineering mistakes. But looks can be deceiving. These 10 bizarre semi-trucks didn't just work, they hauled millions of miles, transformed the trucking industry, and proved that sometimes the weirdest ideas become the biggest success stories. Number 10. Mercedes-Benz LP 333, 1958. Imagine pulling up beside a semi-truck with not one, but 2 steering axles under the cab. At first glance, it almost looked like someone accidentally attached an extra front axle. Yet this unusual machine wasn't a prototype or a publicity stunt. It was a practical engineering solution that proved remarkably effective. Introduced in 1958, the Mercedes-Benz LP 333 quickly earned the nickname Millipede because of its 6 wheels and 2 steer axles. At the time, German weight regulations limited how much weight could be carried on each axle. Instead of making the truck longer or reducing its payload, Mercedes-Benz engineers added a second front steering axle to spread the load more evenly. The result was a truck that could legally haul heavier cargo while maintaining good maneuverability. The LP 333 used a forward control cab, placing the driver above the engine. Combined with the twin steering axles, it gave the truck one of the strangest appearances on European roads. Drivers unfamiliar with the design often stopped to stare, wondering why a truck needed 2 steering axles. But once behind the wheel, many discovered that the system made the vehicle surprisingly stable and capable of carrying demanding loads. Power came from Mercedes-Benz's reliable diesel engines, and the truck became popular with freight companies that needed maximum payload without violating axle weight rules. Rather than being remembered as an engineering curiosity, the LP 333 became a genuine commercial success during its era. Although later changes to regulations made the design unnecessary, the truck left a lasting impression on commercial vehicle history. Today, the Mercedes-Benz LP 333 remains one of the most recognizable examples of engineers solving a legal problem with an unconventional idea. It looked bizarre compared with ordinary trucks of the 1950s, but it worked exactly as intended, proving that sometimes the strangest-looking solutions are also the smartest. Number 9. Renault Magnum, 1990. When the Renault Magnum debuted in 1990, many truck drivers thought it looked more like a futuristic box on wheels than a conventional semi-truck. The enormous flat-faced cab, nearly vertical windshield, and unusually high driving position made it stand out immediately. Yet behind its unconventional appearance was one of the most innovative heavy trucks ever built. Unlike traditional cab-over trucks, the Magnum separated the cab from the engine compartment. The engine sat lower in its own section, while the driver's cab was mounted above it. This arrangement created a completely flat floor inside the cab, allowing drivers to stand upright and move around freely without climbing over an engine hump. At a time when long-haul drivers spent days or even weeks on the road, that extra living space made a huge difference. The spacious interior became one of the Magnum's greatest strengths. Drivers enjoyed more comfort, easier movement, and improved storage compared with many competing trucks. Although the truck's appearance divided opinions, fleet operators appreciated the practical benefits for long-distance transport. The Magnum also offered efficient diesel engines and modern aerodynamics for its time. Over the years, it earned a reputation for handling international freight routes across Europe, where cab-over designs were favored because of strict overall vehicle length regulations. Its unusual styling eventually became part of its identity. What initially seemed awkward gradually became iconic, and the Magnum developed a loyal following among drivers who valued comfort over conventional looks. Production continued for more than 2 decades before the model was retired in 2013. By then, it had proven that radical design could succeed in the demanding world of commercial trucking. Today, the Renault Magnum is remembered not just as one of the weirdest-looking semi-trucks ever built, but also as one of the most influential, inspiring later truck designs to place greater emphasis on driver comfort and interior space. Number 8. Kenworth K100 Aerodyne, 1976. At first glance, the Kenworth K100 Aerodyne hardly looked like the classic American semi-truck. Instead of a long hood stretching out in front, the driver sat directly above the engine in a tall cab-over layout. Even stranger was the raised roof sleeper, which gave the truck an unusually tall profile compared with most highway tractors of its era. The K100 itself had already earned a solid reputation before the Aerodyne version arrived. In 1976, Kenworth introduced the Aerodyne Sleeper to improve life for long-haul drivers. The raised roof created significantly more headroom inside the cab, allowing drivers to stand more comfortably and making extended trips far less tiring. During the 1970s and early 1980s, overall vehicle length limits in the United States encouraged many fleets to use cab-over-engine trucks because they allowed longer trailers without exceeding legal limits. The K100 Aerodyne took full advantage of that rule while offering one of the most spacious sleeper cabs available. Its appearance was undeniably unusual. The towering sleeper made the truck look top-heavy, and drivers sitting directly over the front axle experienced a very different driving position from traditional conventional tractors. Despite that, the K100 became a favorite among many owner-operators and freight companies because of its reliability, visibility, and comfortable accommodations. Powered by proven diesel engines from manufacturers such as Cummins and Caterpillar, the truck handled heavy interstate freight for years. As highway regulations later shifted toward allowing longer conventional trucks, cab-over designs gradually declined in North America. Even so, the K100 Aerodyne remained in production for decades and earned a devoted following. Today, it is considered one of the most recognizable American cab-over semis ever built. Its unusual silhouette may have looked odd, but the design solved real problems for drivers and fleets, proving that practicality often outweighs appearance. Number 7. Peterbilt 352 Pacemaker. 1959. Imagine sitting almost directly above the front bumper, with nothing but a large windshield separating you from the road ahead. That was the experience of driving the Peterbilt 352 Pacemaker, one of America's most distinctive cab-over semi-trucks. Introduced in 1959, the 352 was designed during an era when strict highway length regulations encouraged shorter tractors. By placing the cab above the engine instead of behind a long hood, Peterbilt allowed operators to haul longer trailers while staying within legal limits. The result was a truck that looked compact from the outside, but delivered excellent cargo carrying efficiency. The cab itself was unusually tall and square, giving the truck a clean, functional appearance, unlike the sleek, long-nosed tractors many drivers preferred. Sitting directly above the front axle also provided outstanding forward visibility, making maneuvering in crowded loading docks and tight city streets much easier. One of the truck's most practical features was its tilting cab. Mechanics could raise the entire cab to gain direct access to the engine, simplifying maintenance and reducing downtime. That innovation helped fleets keep trucks on the road, where they earned money instead of sitting in repair shops. The Peterbilt 352 was available with a wide range of dependable diesel engines, allowing customers to tailor the truck for different hauling requirements. Over the years, it became a familiar sight on American highways, transporting everything from refrigerated food to heavy industrial equipment. Although many drivers preferred the ride quality of conventional long-hood tractors, the Pacemaker proved itself through reliability, durability, and efficiency. Thousands were built, and many remained in service long after newer models appeared. Today, the Peterbilt 352 is remembered as a classic example of how an unconventional design could thrive under real-world working conditions. It looked very different from traditional American semis, but it became one of the most successful cab-over trucks of its generation. Number 6. White Road Boss 2, 1972. If you asked someone in the 1970s to draw a futuristic semi-truck, they might have sketched something that looked remarkably similar to the White Road Boss 2. Its massive flat front, wide windshield, and perfectly squared-off cab made it look more like a giant rolling building than a traditional highway tractor. Many drivers joked that it resembled a brick on wheels, but appearances didn't stop it from becoming one of America's most respected cab-over trucks. Introduced in 1972 by White Motor Company, the Road Boss 2 was designed for an era when federal length restrictions encouraged the use of cab-over engine trucks. By eliminating the long hood, trucking companies could legally pull longer trailers while keeping the total vehicle length within legal limits. For freight companies trying to maximize every load, that was a major advantage. One of the Road Boss 2's strongest selling points was its spacious cab. Compared with many earlier cab-over trucks, it offered improved visibility, better insulation from road noise, and a more comfortable working environment for long-haul drivers. The large windshield gave drivers an excellent view of the road, while the nearly vertical cab walls created extra room inside. The truck was available with several proven diesel engines, including popular options from Cummins, Detroit Diesel, and Caterpillar. That flexibility allowed fleet operators to choose the powertrain that best matched their hauling needs, whether pulling refrigerated trailers across the country or moving heavy industrial equipment. Maintenance was also straightforward, thanks to the tilting cab, which gave mechanics direct access to the engine. That reduced repair times and helped keep trucks on the road, where they generated revenue instead of sitting in workshops. Although the ride of cab-over trucks could be rough because the driver sat directly above the front axle, the Road Boss 2 earned a reputation for toughness and reliability. Thousands spent years hauling freight across North America before changing regulations in the 1980s made conventional long-nosed tractors more practical. Today, the white Road Boss 2 remains a favorite among classic truck enthusiasts. Its boxy appearance may have looked unusual, but it proved that durability and practicality mattered far more than style. What many people dismissed as an awkward-looking truck became one of the defining American cab-over semis of its generation. Number 5. International Transtar II Co. 4070, 1974. At first glance, the International Transtar II looked almost too tall to be stable. With its towering cab, flat nose, and driver positioned directly above the engine, it seemed more like a moving control tower than a highway truck. Yet beneath that unusual appearance was a machine built to handle some of the toughest freight routes in North America. Introduced in the mid-1970s, the Transtar II Co. 4070 represented International Harvester's answer to the growing demand for efficient cab-over tractors. Like many trucks of its era, it took advantage of U.S. length regulations that favored shorter tractors paired with longer trailers. Every inch saved at the front of the truck meant more room for cargo behind it. The cab was designed with long-distance drivers in mind. Large windows improved visibility, while the interior offered more storage and sleeping space than many competing cab-over models. Although climbing into the truck required a steep set of steps, drivers appreciated the commanding view from the high seating position. International offered the Transtar II with a wide range of engines from Cummins, Caterpillar, and Detroit Diesel, allowing operators to tailor the truck for different applications. Whether hauling refrigerated goods, flatbed loads, or heavy freight, the Transtar II became a dependable workhorse for fleets throughout the United States and Canada. The truck's forward-tilting cab simplified maintenance by providing quick access to the engine. Mechanics could perform inspections and repairs much faster than on many conventional trucks, reducing downtime and improving fleet efficiency. As American trucking regulations changed during the 1980s, long-nose conventionals gradually replaced most cab-over designs. Even so, the Transtar II had already earned its place in trucking history through years of reliable service. Today, restored examples continue to appear at truck shows, where their towering profile and unmistakable styling attract attention from younger enthusiasts who have never seen a working cab-over on American highways. It may have looked unusual, but the International Transtar II proved itself every mile it traveled. Number 4. GMC Astro 95, 1968. The first time many people saw the GMC Astro 95, they couldn't decide whether it was a semi-truck or something straight out of a science fiction movie. Its huge curved windshield, rounded corners, and sleek cab made it look dramatically different from the square-bodied trucks dominating American highways during the late 1960s. Introduced for the 1968 model year, the Astro 95 represented GMC's effort to modernize heavy trucking. While most cab-over trucks focused mainly on saving length, the Astro also emphasized aerodynamics and driver comfort. Its curved windshield improved forward visibility while giving the truck a futuristic appearance that immediately set it apart. Inside, GMC designed the cab to reduce driver fatigue on long trips. Controls were arranged more ergonomically than many competitors, and the large glass area helped drivers see traffic, intersections, and loading docks more easily. Those features made the Astro popular with owner-operators, as well as large freight companies. Under the cab, buyers could choose from several dependable diesel engines supplied by Detroit Diesel, Cummins, and Caterpillar. The truck handled everything from general freight to specialized heavy-haul applications, earning a reputation for reliability across thousands of highway miles. Like other cab-over trucks, the Astro featured a tilting cab that allowed mechanics quick access to the engine. Combined with its durable construction, that helped reduce maintenance costs for fleet operators. Its rounded styling wasn't just for appearance. Engineers understood that smoother airflow could contribute to improved fuel efficiency, an increasingly important consideration as fuel prices rose during the 1970s. Production continued into the 1980s, before changing regulations shifted demand toward conventional tractors. Nevertheless, the GMC Astro 95 became one of the most recognizable American cab-over trucks ever built. Even today, its distinctive shape turns heads wherever it appears. What once seemed like an unusually futuristic design ultimately proved both practical and dependable, making the Astro 95 one of the most successful and memorable weird semi-trucks in trucking history. Number 3. Volvo Titan Type Top. 1965. From a distance, the Volvo Titan TI Pick Top looked almost unfinished. Its short, flat front and tall cab made it seem more like a delivery truck than a heavy-duty highway tractor. In an era when many drivers associated power with long hoods and massive grills, the TI Pick Top challenged that idea completely. It looked unusual, but it became one of Volvo's most practical heavy trucks. Introduced during the mid-1960s, the TI Pop was Volvo's cab-over engine version of its successful Titan series. The design wasn't chosen simply to look different. Across much of Europe, strict vehicle length regulations encouraged manufacturers to shorten the tractor so operators could pull longer trailers without exceeding legal limits. By moving the cab directly above the engine, Volvo created a truck that maximized cargo space while remaining compact enough for narrow European roads. Despite its unusual appearance, the TI Pick Top was built for demanding work. Buyers could choose from Volvo's dependable diesel engines, known for their durability and fuel efficiency. These engines powered the truck through countless long-distance freight runs, construction projects, and industrial transport operations across Scandinavia and other parts of Europe. One feature drivers appreciated was the excellent visibility. Sitting high above the road gave operators a commanding view of traffic, making it easier to navigate busy cities and winding mountain roads. The cab also offered improved access for maintenance compared with many conventional trucks of the era, helping fleet operators reduce repair times. The truck earned a reputation for reliability under difficult conditions, including harsh Nordic winters where durability was essential. Its rugged chassis and dependable driveline made it a favorite among companies that needed equipment capable of working year-round. Although later Volvo models introduced more advanced technology and improved driver comfort, the TI Pick Top helped establish Volvo as one of Europe's leading truck manufacturers. Today, surviving examples are prized by collectors who appreciate its distinctive styling and historical importance. It may have looked unconventional beside traditional highway tractors, but the Volvo Titan TI Pop proved that a compact cab-over design could be every bit as capable as its larger competitors. Number 2. Scania T143 1987. Most European heavy trucks placed the cab directly over the engine, but Scania decided to do something different. The T143 brought back a traditional hood or bonnet, as it's known in Europe, creating a truck that looked completely out of place among rows of flat-faced cab-overs. Its long nose gave it an unmistakable appearance, making it one of the most recognizable European semi-trucks ever built. Introduced in the late 1980s as part of Scania's successful 3 Series, the T143 combined classic styling with modern engineering. Unlike American conventional trucks, its hood was relatively short, allowing it to meet European operating requirements while still providing easier engine access than most cab-over designs. Under the hood was Scania's legendary 14.2-liter V8 diesel engine, producing up to 450 horsepower in many versions. At the time, it was among the most powerful production truck engines available in Europe. That impressive power made the T143 especially popular with operators hauling heavy loads across mountainous terrain and long international routes. Drivers appreciated more than just performance. The forward hood reduced engine heat and noise inside the cab, creating a quieter working environment during long journeys. Maintenance was also simpler because mechanics could reach the engine without tilting the entire cab, saving valuable time in repair shops. Although the truck looked unusual compared with Europe's dominant cab-over designs, it developed a loyal following among owner-operators who valued both its performance and its distinctive appearance. Many drivers considered owning a V8-powered T143 a badge of pride. Even after newer Scania generations replaced it, the Top 143 remained an icon throughout Europe. Restored examples continue to appear at truck festivals, where the unmistakable sound of the Scania V8 still attracts enthusiastic crowds. Its long hood may have made it seem like an oddity on European highways, but the Scania T143 proved that unconventional styling could coexist with outstanding reliability, performance, and driver satisfaction. Number 1. Mack Ultraliner. 1981. If there was ever a truck that looked like it belonged in a science fiction movie, it was the Mack Ultraliner. Its enormous flat-faced cab, towering windshield, and bold rectangular styling made it one of the most intimidating trucks ever to hit the highway. Many people assumed it was designed purely for appearance, but the Ultraliner quickly proved it was far more than just a dramatic-looking machine. Introduced in 1981, the Ultraliner represented Mack Trucks' most advanced cab-over design. It arrived during the final years when cab-over engine trucks still played a major role in North American long-haul transport. Fleets wanted shorter tractors that allowed longer trailers under federal length regulations, and Mack responded with a truck designed for both productivity and durability. The spacious cab was one of its biggest advantages. Compared with many earlier cab-over models, the Ultraliner offered improved insulation, better seating, increased storage, and more comfortable sleeper options for drivers spending days on the road. The large windshield and elevated driving position also provided excellent visibility in traffic and during difficult weather conditions. Power came from a variety of dependable diesel engines, including Mack's own engines, as well as options from Cummins and Detroit Diesel. Whether hauling general freight, heavy machinery, or refrigerated cargo, the Ultraliner earned a reputation for handling demanding work with confidence. Maintenance remained straightforward thanks to the forward-tilting cab, giving technicians quick access to the engine and major mechanical components. Fleet operators appreciated the reduced downtime, while drivers respected the truck's solid construction and dependable performance. As U.S. trucking regulations changed during the late 1980s, conventional long-hood tractors gradually replaced most cab-over models. Production of the Ultraliner eventually came to an end, marking the close of an important chapter in American trucking history. Today, the Mack Ultraliner stands as one of the last great American cab-over semis. Its bold, unconventional appearance turned heads everywhere it went, but its true legacy comes from the countless miles it spent hauling freight across North America. It looked strange, it looked oversized, and it looked unlike almost anything else on the road, but it worked, and it worked remarkably well. So that's it for today. If you like this video, then please hit the like and subscribe button for more videos. Thanks for watching.